everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's vlog, I just wanted to discuss something about foreigners giving birth here in Singapore. So I wanted to do this vlog because I wanted to share my experiences, and I hope you can learn something from this video as well. So for those who are new to my channel, I am actually doing vlogs that is everything under the sun. So if you may kindly watch my other videos as well and subscribe too. Thank you so much in advance. So like I've said earlier, for today's video, I would like to discuss about foreigner giving birth here in Singapore. The reason why I wanted to do this because during my time when I was pregnant with my son, I don't have so much information about it. And so that's my husband, because of course he married a foreigner. So what we do is usually ask our doctors and one of our family friends also that has a foreign spouse. So let's start. When it comes to expenses and insurances first, I have it on my list. So once you are a foreigner here in Singapore, so let's say you are holding a long-term visit pass, an E-pass, or an S-pass, or just a plain work permit, definitely you are subjected to a foreigner's rate whenever you are hospitalized here in Singapore. So meaning to say, even though you are pregnant here in Singapore while working or as a foreign spouse of a Singaporean or an SPR, definitely every time you go for a consultation or some tests, you are subject to their foreigner's rate. So how much it is? Well, it depends on the hospital, the doctor, or the GP, and it depends on what type of test are you or will you be conducting. So in my case, I remember when I was pregnant, I usually spend $300 and above whenever I do some consultations with my OB-GYN. And for the test, I remember that the test will cost me like $100. Okay, so those are the amounts. So, and then if you're pregnant here in Singapore, most of the OB-gynecologists will require you to have a consultation every 2 weeks or every week. It depends sometimes how complicated your pregnancy is. So they might monitor you very well depending on your condition too. Okay, second, can I go in any hospital? Yes, definitely. You can choose any hospital or GPs that you want here in Singapore, and it's one of your rights. Okay. So insurances, in my case, since my husband is a local, when I gave birth to my son, actually it was deducted to his MediSave, and so meaning to say the expenses in the hospital were deducted onto his MediSave, which was also explained to me by the healthcare providers in the hospital. So they actually have packages and how much are you going to spend if you give birth here in Singapore. So again, it depends on the hospital, it depends on the doctor, and it depends as well how complicated your pregnancy is. So in my case, I do remember that, how much was it? I think there was like $10,000 for everything, but because of the subsidy and or the MediSave of my husband, it went down to $2,000. Okay, so if you're a foreigner or if you're not married to a local here in Singapore, might as well prepare at least $10,000 above if you're going to give birth here in Singapore. So now the baby citizenship. Here in Singapore, actually, some people are thinking, or some countries, if like in the United States of America, if I'm not mistaken, if you gave birth there, then definitely the child is an automatic American citizen. But no, and not here in Singapore. Usually in Singapore, they will follow the citizenship of the father. So in my case, since my husband is a local, they follow the citizenship of my husband, which is a Singaporean, and so that's my baby. So if, for example, you come from other country, then whatever your citizenship is, that will be the citizenship that they will write down on your son's birth certificate. Only the birthplace is here in Singapore, but not the citizenship. Okay. Now, best hospital. I don't know because for me, I am confident with the healthcare here in Singapore. So every hospital, I do feel confident of their hospitals. And actually, I've been to many hospitals here already, and I've seen the services. And for me, it's really different from where I came from. Although I've also experienced some best hospital in my country, but majority is, especially in a public hospital, it's kind of difficult because they lack some of the healthcare facilities that they need to for their patients. But in my case, I gave birth in Singapore General Hospital because that time we considered the distance, and SGH is the nearest in our home. So that's why I went there. So after that, since my baby, as you all know, my baby has Down syndrome, they need to transfer him to the KK hospital. They need to transfer him in KK hospital for further surgery and treatment. Okay, but both hospital, I do think that they gave the best service for me and for my child, and I cannot say any negative things about it. Okay, for immunization and consultations, the thing that I really wanted here in Singapore, or I am impressed with the healthcare, is that automatically they are the one who will call you that, hi, Mrs. Nicole, it's time for the immunization of your child, and they will do SMS me. And it is something important for us, especially moms, because we are busy and we do have a lot of plates in our plate is always full, and it's important that these type of immunizations or consultations will be reminded to us a day before, so that we can prepare and we don't need to worry, oh, did I miss the consultation or did I miss the immunization? So that is something that I really admire as well, which is kind of helpful if you are a busy mom. Okay, so immunization, if it depends again which hospital and which doctor you're going to do it. So, for example, the immunization like the Hep B or something, it will cost you around $50 and above. Okay, $50 and above. Yeah, I remember. It depends also on the type of the vaccines or immunization that your son will take. So you have to be ready. So, meaning to say, the conclusion for this video, if you're going to give birth here in Singapore, at least you have to have more than $10,000 on your pocket to pay for the delivery. And then first for the checkup, also at least every month like $1,000 to $2,000. Alright, and then for the delivery, at least $10,000 and above. And then for the immunizations and consultations of your infant, you need to have at least $1,000 also, or $2,000 in a month for the immunization, consultations, or any hospitalization that is needed. But then again, that's for a normal baby. But if your baby have more complications, you have to have at least $50,000 on your hand, okay? Because healthcare here in Singapore is really expensive, yet the best quality, and you can never go wrong in Singapore's healthcare. So guys, I hope you learned something from this video, and again, please don't take it against me, and we all have different situations, and those are my experiences way back 2018. So it might be, or the cost of the healthcare or consultations might be different as of today. So this is just all advices and sharing my experiences. I hope, and I will see you again to my next vlog, and I'll be sharing more of my experiences here. Thanks, bye.